Alright, imagine you are building an application and it has features like login, placing orders, making payments, and sending notifications. And each of these features is handled by a different backend API. Now here's a question. Do you really want your front end to talk to all of these APIs directly?
Hey, this is Rajaz Tahir, and the problem over here isn't just multiple APIs. It is that your front end now has to manage everything: routing, authentication, error handling, all of it. And this is where things start to get messy.
Without an API gateway, your frontend has to call each service separately. That means multiple endpoints, different authentication rules, more logic on the front end. So now your frontend is not just calling APIs, it's actually managing your entire backend. And it gets worse as you scale. Every single service needs security, rate limiting, logging, and you are repeating the same logic again and again. At this point, this is no longer just an API problem, it's an architecture problem. And this is where the API gateway comes in. An API gateway is a single entry point for all of your API requests. Instead of calling the services directly, everything goes through a gateway. So your flow becomes client calling API gateway and API gateway calling services. The client talks to one place and the gateway handles the rest. The gateway receives the request, checks authentication, applies rules like rate limiting, and routes it to the correct service. For example, a request comes in to fetch a user order. The gateway validates the user, sends the request to the order service, and returns the response. So now instead of managing everything everywhere, you centralize it in one place. That is cleaner, simpler, and easier to scale. And the real benefit is that instead of solving problem in every service, you solve them once at the gateway level. And once you start thinking like this, you are not just building the APIs, you are designing the scalable systems.